Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but it's snowing, which puts a damper on my plans for the day, because when I looked a couple days ago, it said that it was supposed to be about 60 degrees. But now that I look, it's not going to be 60 degrees for about 2 weeks. So, I'm going to have to figure out, hopefully, an indoor situation to wet sand and paint, or I might have to clean up the shed and try to paint in there or something, because I can't wait 2 weeks to start prepping and painting, because that's just too long. So yeah, right now I'm going to go to the thrift store and then whatever else I get into today, because my plans are literally foiled due to the terrible weather of Massachusetts. So yeah, I'll catch you guys when I get to the thrift store. Right now, I'm at Buffalo Exchange. For a lot of people who've watched my videos before, hopefully it's focused. This is a familiar spot, so let's go inside. That's different. Super dry jacket. It's actually not too bad. I haven't seen a pair of these in a long time. These are ice creams. Damn, that's a real throwback. They have like some Virginia Tech school shooter shoes. That's really weird, but if it sells, it sells. Well, they didn't really have anything, because they seem to have been selling a lot of stuff, because I guess they're getting ready for spring. So yeah, I'm gonna head back home now. Hopefully there isn't too much traffic, so oops, parking the camera. But yeah, well, probably not gonna be much this video, because this weather's terrible and there's literally nothing that I can do, because I can't even prep outside because it's snowing. Because what I'm planning on doing is cleaning out the shed and using that to paint, but I can't do that because it's raining and whatever. So yeah, it's a waste of a day basically, thanks to the weather. Yeah. Alright, so I wasn't able to make a video yesterday due to the weather, as you guys can see from other clips. So what I'm going to do is have, or open a little discussion on two things. So the first thing is, one, distinguishing between two things: a wide car and a wide-bodied car. So one, a wide car is like a GT car, like for example the E46 M3 GTR. That is a wide car where the car is widened, the body, the track, like the frame of the car, everything is widened. A wide-bodied car would be like my 350Z E36, where you have fender flares and wide wheels and like coilovers, whatever. Not the frame of the car, anything, none of that stuff is widened. It's just the body of the car, hence the term wide body. Like, I don't know why a lot of people say, oh, fender flares are not wide body. It is wide bodied. The car has a wider body than the car. People say RWB Porsches aren't wide bodied. RWB Porsches are wide bodied because the body of the Porsche is widened. Like, that's literally what a wide bodied car is. A widened car is, as I said earlier, like a GT or GTR car, where the whole body and the track and everything of the car is widened completely. There's a difference, but a lot of people don't know that. And for some strange reason, people think a wide-bodied car and a widened car are the same thing, and they're not. They're two completely separate things. Granted, you can have a widened car that's a show car, but you can't have a wide-bodied car that's a GT car, because it's like two separate things. A wide-body car is more so just for looks, but a widened car is for performance and it's for looks as well. It just so happens that the performance looks good. So like how people have like the NSX GTR, like the new 2018 NSX or whatever, how they have like the GTR version that's really wide and everything and has all that aero and like the huge wing and all that stuff. That's a really good looking car. But like it's not that's not technically a show car. That's a race car. That's to hit the circuit and put down insane times and all that kind of stuff. That's not something that anybody's just going to be driving around and go to shows. Like, that's not what it's made for. But a wide body car, that is used, like, you can hit the track and everything with it. But that is more so for the regular average Joe. So yeah, that is the first part of the discussion. And my arm's hurting, so I'm going to take a second before I go to the second part of the opening of the conversation. And then the second part of the discussion is between coilovers and bags. So, my personal opinion, all around, coilovers are okay. But overall, bags are a million times better. And the reason I say that is because bags, they're very adjustable and they're very versatile. And bags, they're a lot more forgiving. And all bags, they're expensive, especially when you go for a high costing management system like 3P or something like 3H where it's height adjusting and pressure sensing. Like, you can do literally everything on that. And a lot of people they have their opinions are biased based on old bag systems, like from years and years ago where it was really floaty and it was like when you have like blown suspension and it's really wavy and stuff and it feels like you're on a boat. I've driven on an air suspension system from a long time ago and that's how it felt. And I also had a similar opinion. But then I drove on a newer one. I believe it was like Airlift V1 with Airlift V1 or Airlift V2 management like a long time ago. And then I drove on Airlift 3P and it was really good. And then I got mine. And I drove on Airlift 3H, which has the height adjustment, and that is out of this world. And now I believe they even have one that's like better than that, which is even more like sport focused or whatever. And I don't know anybody who has that, but I do want to drive on it. And for coilovers, I've had Megans, Teens, Skunk 2s, Racelands, and BCs. And I've driven on Stance, Olin's, KW V1, 2s, and 3s, and a few other ones. But I can say that out of everything, bags have absolutely been the best for the ride quality. And like when you're like hooning around and doing like even like back roads and stuff like that, spirited driving, bags have been the best. And they're the most versatile because you can drive around, you can hoon, you can do whatever, you can kick the back out, you can race on them, whatever. And then you could just air out and you can be slammed and dumped on the ground. And as you guys can see, when I had my BCs and even when I had my Racelands, and that's a conversation for another day because BCs and Racelands, I could say when I had my Racelands, they drove really similar to BCs. So, I mean, I really don't understand why people say Racelands suck because they really don't. So I'm pretty sure you guys like adjusted like the rebound or whatever it's called, like the... But anyhow, I'm not getting into that right now. But like, what I can say... I lost my train of thought. But anyhow, I'm telling you guys, if it's in your budget, get bags. Because, like, after putting bags on the Z, I can say that every car I will get from here on out will eventually be on bags. Either just off rip, I get the car and then I just invest in bags automatically, or I'll like, lower the car or whatever, or I'll just whatever. But eventually it will be, every car I own will be on bags. I don't care what it is, it will have bags. Minivan, bagged. Truck, bagged. Whatever it is. I really, Prius, bagged. I really don't care. It will be bagged. Like, that's just how it is, because bags they're just insanely good. Like, people really don't understand because they're just so stuck on, oh, bags are for groceries, blah blah blah, bags suck, bags are floaty, you can't drift on bags, you can't race on bags. You can. Just like a coilover setup, you can probably do it on bags better. I'm telling you this from experience. You can do it on bags better. Unless you have like an air cup system, which is a coilover with an air cup on top, which is both a bag system and a coilover, or unless you have magnetic ride suspension, whatever, you're not getting better than bags when you're on a coilover setup. Like, that's not happening. So I'm just telling you that from now. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'm sorry I didn't do more in this video, but I'm about to go outside and do some cool stuff now. And I'm about to hit Jonathan and see if he's still going to be working on the Z4. And I'm going to be doing stuff to the Z and whatever. So yeah, the video that I'm about to be putting out to upload for tomorrow will be a little more interesting. But feel free to leave you guys' comments on what you guys think about widened cars and wide-bodied cars, and your opinion on coilovers and bags. So yeah, I just wanted to have that conversation because I see that all the time, and there's a lot of stuff. Damn. Yeah. Anyhow, thanks for watching.